Hello, thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos, and today we're looking at finding the common difference and ratio. Finding the common difference and ratio. So I want to go over some terms right quick. First, you find the common difference and a ratio in something called a sequence. A sequence is a list of numbers that may form a pattern. Okay, so each number in the sequence is a term. So the first term is the first number, the second term is the second number, and so on. So I want to go over those terms before I start to say them and you not know what I mean. So what we're going to do is the first one we're going to do is find the common difference in a sequence. Okay, so you can go ahead and pause the video right here and make sure you write down all the notes and the problems, and that way when I go over it, you'll be prepared. Okay, so what we're going to do here, the first thing we're going to do is find the difference for arithmetic sequence. Okay, so common difference goes with arithmetic sequence, and I'm going to go over what in detail what that is in a later video, but just understand common difference arithmetic sequence. Okay, and here's a few problems right here, and over to the right we've got the steps to solve it, to find that common difference. And it's pretty simple. You're just going to subtract the second term by the first term. That's step one. Step two, you're going to subtract the third term by the second term. And in step three, make sure that they are the same number. So when you get those two answers, you want to make sure they're the same number. So the first thing I'm going to do is do step one here. Here's step one. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger. Make sure that's a 4. Alright, so now I'm going to take the second term, and I'm going to go ahead and list what these terms are right quick. So we've got first, second, third, and you can list the fourth. We don't need it. Okay? Alright, so keep that in mind. And so we're going to take the second term, which is negative 14, and we're going to subtract it from the first term, which is negative 6. Right? And since it's negative 6, I'm going to put it in parentheses. And we're just going to subtract that. So you can remember the rule of state, change, change. We're going to change this to plus here. So we got negative 14 plus 6. And that's going to be different signs. Find the difference. So you get negative 8. Okay? So if you struggle with doing the operations with integers like that, just go ahead and type in the calculator and get the answer. But it's negative 14 minus the negative 6. So I got negative 8 when I did the second minus the first term. So that's step one. So now we're going to look at step two, which is the third term by the second. The third term by the second. So we're going to go ahead and subtract that. So the third term is negative 22. All right, minus negative 6. Okay. And we do state change. Change again. Oh, sorry, not negative 6. Negative 14. The second term. So we do state change, change. Negative 22 plus a positive 14 is going to get us a negative 8. There. And then we do the last step. And the last step here is to make sure they are the same number. And we can see them right here. They're both negative 8. So that means they are a common difference. So that means we have an arithmetic sequence here. Okay? And that's all we're doing. So the answer on this one would be negative 8. All right, let's take a look at another example. All right, so we're going to do, I'm going to name them again. First, second, third. I'm going to do the second minus the first. 14 minus 6, negative 6. All right, state change, change, change both of these to plus. You add those together, and you get 20. And then I'm going to do the third minus the third minus the second, which is 14. 34 minus 14 is also 20. Okay, so we got the same number right here. And usually we use this D to denote common difference, right? So D is 20 on both of these. So this is an arithmetic sequence. All right, let's look at number 3 here. We're going to do negative 21, which is the second term, minus negative 23, the first term. Say change, change. And when we do that, we get 2. Then the third term, and even though it's going down, well, the numbers are going down, but really it's going up because the negative is reducing. So it's going to be a positive 2. It's going up by 2 each time. So you got negative 19 minus a negative 21. Stay change, change. Negative 19 plus a positive 21 is going to get us a positive 2. So they're both the same. So that common difference is 2. So that's finding the common difference. All right, now we're going to take a look at finding the common ratio. All right, if you want to pause the video here and write up to here, you can get these questions written down. All right, so let's take a look. So we've got the rules over here for finding the common ratio is similar to the ones for finding the common difference. The main word that's different is divide. So the first thing you're going to do is divide the second term by the first. So we're going to take the second term, and I'm going to list them out again. First, second, third. And we're going to take the second, negative 3, and divide it by negative 1. Okay, when we do that, positive divided by a negative divided by a negative is a positive. 3 divided by 1 is 3. All right, and then the next step is divide by the third term. Divide the third term by the second. So we're going to take the negative 9 and divide it by negative 3. 2 negatives here make a positive. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And then the third step, and make sure you got the same number. And they're both the same. So this is a common ratio. What's going on is that the number is being multiplied by 3. Okay, and that's how you get the numbers in the sequence, each term in the sequence. All right, let's take a look at another option here. All right, so here we got the signs are swapping in and out, positive and negative, positive and negative. But no matter what that is, we stay with the same steps. We've got the first term, the second term, the third term. We're going to do the second divided by the first. 2 divided by negative 1. And that's going to get us a negative 2. And then negative 4 divided by 2. And that's going to get us a negative 2. Okay? And they're both the same. So they both have a common ratio, which makes this a geometric sequence. So the common difference is for arithmetic sequence, and the common ratio is for a geometric sequence. Okay, and I'm going to go over that in a little more detail. Let's do this last problem here. Let's see, I got enough space to work it. Alright, so I'm going to do the second divided by the first. 24 divided by negative 4. That's going to get us a negative 6. And then negative 144 divided by a positive 24. And and that's going to get us a negative 6 as well. So the numbers are the same. So that's the common ratio. And that's it. So what I'm going to do now is pull up the answers to all the questions I did, in case you didn't get them written down. Pause the video here. That is finding the common difference and finding the common ratio. I want to thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. Have a nice day.